Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Micah Parsons' contract extension rumors cause social media frenzy. It is only a matter of time until Dallas Cowboys superstar Micah Parsons earns the blockbuster contract extension he has earned. When Parsons signs his extension, he is expected to become the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history. It's a deal that he has undoubtedly earned. Unfortunately, Jerry Jones has a history of waiting until the last minute to lock up his star players. On Tuesday night, rumors began to swirl on social media that a deal was getting close between Parsons and the boys. Those rumors were started thanks to a cryptic message from Parsons' brother, Terrence Parsons. Parsons' brother tweeted, "The Cowboys moving," which led some to believe he was hinting at a looming deal. The rumor ran rampant. However, he continued to respond to reports based off of his comment with laughing face emojis. Eventually, Jane Slater of the NFL Network came out with a report addressing the rumors and saying no such rumors were true and the two sides have not even had meaningful talks yet. Terrence Parsons shared Slater's report with more emojis saying, "LOL, I told ya I don't know sh****. What a guy." Parsons has said he wants to remain with the Cowboys, so we'll have to wait and see if Jerry Jones steps up to the plate and pays the generational talent what he deserves. 2025 QB draft race muddled behind Ward. As the pre-draft process has worn on, some things have become extremely clear while others have become increasingly muddled. After some early competition from Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, Hurricanes quarterback Cam Ward has easily established himself as the top passing option in this year's draft class, and the closer we get to the draft, the clearer that appears to be. What has become muddled is Sanders' positioning up top with Ward. Sanders has been experiencing a drop in draft stock following a series of reportedly poor interviews during the NFL Scouting Combine, per Vic Tafur and Tashan Reed of The Athletic. While Sanders still has the experience and talent to be a high draft pick, some have wondered if he could slide out of the first round entirely. Even more have posited that another quarterback may end up surpassing him as QB2 on most draft boards. Per Jeff Howe, also of The Athletic, Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss has continuously forced himself into the picture. Dart first established himself as a potential first-rounder with an impressive week at the Senior Bowl. As talk continued at the Combine, two teams expressed that they strongly believe Dart would get taken in the top half of the first round. Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports noted that Louisville's Tyler Shaw is another passer who's drawn rave reviews during the pre-draft process. Shaw has a strong, quick arm and found a way to deliver a 4.64-second 40-yard dash despite a massive 6'5" frame. Though we're still a ways away from the start of the draft, one personnel director claimed that Shaw may have done enough to work his way up into QB3 talk and a potential first-round grade. While Sanders, Dart, and Shaw battle it out for second place, the overwhelming sentiment coming out of the Combine was that there is a wide gap between Ward and QB2, which begs the question of which team up top will make a move to draft him. Of course, the Titans hold the number 1 overall pick, but the Giants have been linked to a possible trade-up for that pick. Giants general manager Joe Schoen was publicly linked to Sanders early and often throughout the college football season, but The Athletic's Dan Duggan points out that, despite little coverage, Schoen attended 3 Miami games, one more than Colorado, and went to a Hurricanes practice before the team's bowl game. The general consensus was that Ward left quite an impression on Schoen and is likely sitting atop the team's quarterback rankings. The Raiders are another team rumored to be in the running for Ward and Sanders, and some thought that may have changed with the team's acquisition of veteran starter Geno Smith. Well, we know that Las Vegas is still very much considered to be in play for a first-round quarterback, but their approach to doing so may have changed. If you're to buy the predictions of Tafur and Reed above, the Raiders may even trade back with confidence that they could still land Sanders in the middle of the first round. One team that was recently rumored to be in the hunt for a rookie quarterback, per Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, is the Cowboys. It seems hard to believe that, with Dak Prescott recently getting his extension, Dallas would spend a quality draft pick on a passer, a sentiment echoed by Clarence Hill Jr. of All-City DLLS, but Rappaport, nonetheless, believes that with the loss of key backup Cooper Rush to Baltimore, the team could pick a quarterback in the second or third round. How early Dallas takes a stab at the quarterback position could very well depend on how quickly Ward, Sanders, Dart, and, potentially, Shaw come off the board. If the Sanders, Dart, and Shaw all slide a bit, the Cowboys could be tempted to use an earlier pick to secure a rookie backup with a higher ceiling. If Sanders, Dart, and Shaw all come off the board fairly early on day one, Dallas may be content to wait a bit and select one of the project passers of the draft. Cowboys Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb linked to Cooper Kupp in shocking rumor. Just weeks ago the Dallas Cowboys appeared to be on the verge of a major potential spending spree ahead of free agency. The team worked to sign Osa Odigizua to a new contract. Not only did the Cowboys maintain their defensive anchor, but they also kicked in extra cap space by restructuring the contracts of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. As most expected though, that newfound space never materialized into any game-changing moves for the team. They signed some noteworthy pieces certainly, but did not reel in the big fish. However, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, it appears they did have one on the line for at least a moment. Amid Kupp's free agency, Prescott and Lamb reportedly made their pitches for Kupp to come to the Star. Last Thursday, the Cowboys reached out about Cooper Kupp and they were interested, he said on a recent episode of the Adam Schefter podcast. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, who I understand it, were on the phone with Cooper Kupp talking to him about the idea of coming to Dallas, and it was floated out there. Kupp has since signed a 3-year $45 million deal with the Seattle Seahawks and figures to be a major part of their offense. Sam Darnold will be taking over under center as well, signaling a considerable shift for the offense as a whole. As for Cowboys fans, there is some frustration to be had watching the team get passed on once again. Dallas star players showed interest in playing with Kupp though the franchise was not swayed to act on a move here. However, that lacking interest may have been mutual here. The hopes for proponents of Kupp signing with the Cowboys banked on new receivers coach and longtime mentor Junior Adams swaying the decision. He seemed to have little to no influence here. Ultimately, Kupp got what he wanted and the Cowboys' offseason carries on. Revealed in Schefter's reporting nonetheless, is that Prescott and Lamb see what the rest of Cowboys Nation has proclaimed over the last year. The Cowboys need another playmaker on the offense and ideally in the passing game. Prescott and Lamb together can only do so much. Whether they make an unsuspecting trade or identify a talent in the draft, it is clear that this gap is not only a necessity for the team to improve, but also a want coming from their locker room leadership. And you fan? What do you think about Cooper Kupp's situation? Write to us in the comments.